In terms of, I guess, what they've brought to the conversation, particularly, I guess, Richard, because he was a very prominent figure in it. In terms of, I guess, the messages that they've been sharing, do you think that, I guess, it's been a net positive, a net negative? How do you kind of view that?
I would say that in the final analysis, it's a net positive. It's a difficult one, but it's a net positive because one of the things that happened in the 19th and early 20th century is that a lot of Christians had basically become materialists with a Christian veneer, right? It's like we're basically just material, like 19th century type materialists with a Christian veneer on top. Um, and because of that, the meaning of the stories just became completely like, what are we talking about? Like, okay, so God becomes a man and then he's killed so that you won't go to hell. What the hell are you talking about? Like, this is absolute. Like, what, really? And so I think that the what the new atheists were in some ways was a kind of clarion call to say, this is nonsense, folks. Like, all this is absolute nonsense. If you take it the way that you've been presenting it, even yourselves, this is absolute nonsense. Um, and so I think that it was very much a wake up call. Um, and it was in a way a call for Christians to go deeper. And I think, like I said, but the other thing that makes it positive, and this is the trickier one, is that their version of religion is also so superficial, which is not totally their fault. It was also a superficial version of religion that the religious people themselves had. But their version of religion is so superficial that often you just have to help people see one glimmer of powerful meaning in the religious experience and in the religious stories to shake someone out of their hypnotism, to shake someone out of their new atheist hypnotism, because it's so stupid and ridiculous and nonsense and superstitious and dumb. And so it's like, oh, what did you think about this? And then they're like their whole mind gets blown. Not everybody, obviously, some people that doesn't happen to, but I have seen people to who that happens to, which is, oh, wait a minute, I was told that this story in Genesis was just stupid nonsense. And then you're like, well, it's not stupid nonsense. It's actually very powerfully constructed narrative that can help you show how it's in some ways a map of reality, like an ontological map of hierarchies of beings. And it's like, oh, really? And then all of a sudden you have their attention. So in that inadvertently, I think the new atheists kind of, set up their own demise in doing that, and arguing down and representing the dumbest, most, kind of uneducated grandma version of Christianity, rather than reading the mystics and reading the great theologians, and trying to really get to the to the end of what that was talking about.